This man was just stepping onto a treadmill for his morning workout.
Imagine you're on this treadmill at the local gym. It's just before 6 a.m. Then out of nowhere, a car comes crashing through the glass and plows right at you.
There it is, a red Mercedes SUV. Cameras captured it from every angle. 67-year-old Samuel Kivosh, a retired teacher, was thrown to the ground, covered in broken glass. He still can't get over how close he came to death.
I got thrown back, and I could see the treadmill coming at me, and I was afraid of being crushed, and I rolled to the side, and I think that's what saved me.
Moments after the crash, the driver emerged from the car, and look, she's only wearing socks, no shoes.
She didn't really seem fully coherent about what happened. She didn't really have a grasp of somebody was hurt.
She tried to get back in her car. That's when an off-duty police officer who was working out at the gym stepped in. Remarkably, Samuel walked away with only minor injuries.
Obviously, I wasn't meant to die.
It's heart-stopping video. A Mercedes SUV hits a car, then crashes right into a hospital emergency room. Underneath those crushed doors, 29-year-old Kai Bailey. She was outside Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta when disaster struck.
I saw the red SUV coming towards me, so I got up to run into the hospital. Of course, that is when the Mercedes hit me from behind.
When she was struck, she just closed her eyes.
When I opened my eyes, my first instinct was kind of like, okay, I'm alive, so let's try to get up. So I tried to move, but my legs and feet, they would not move. That kind of freaked me out.
You can see hospital staff spring into action to lift the doors and rescue her. She broke both hips and her pelvis, not to mention cuts and bruises everywhere. The driver is said to have lost control of the Mercedes. Sadly, one person died in the crash, and a total of 4 people were injured, including Bailey. Her attorney, Jane Lamberti, accuses the hospital of not having the proper barriers.
There's supposed to be what we call security posts or bollards, BOLLARDS, that allow wheelchairs and people to pass through, but prevent a car from crashing through.
Bailey can't help but see the irony of it all, since she was at the hospital to visit a sick friend.
I was going to go there, support her, drive her home if need be. Didn't know that I was actually going to have to be a patient as well.
Video just incredible. A car out of control headed for a restaurant filled with people. Good evening, I'm Mike Dardis.
And good evening to you, I'm Cherie Palello. It is one of the most watched stories on our website tonight. And WLWT News has Laura Borchers tracked down one of the people who almost got taken out by this runaway car. Laura?
Mike and Cherie, we are here at the Westchester Taco Bell that today was serving up a very different kind of Crunch Supreme. Tonight we talked with Jared Cahall. He had just gotten his lunch when a car came careening out of control through this wall and actually slammed into him.
I knew I'd been hit, but I didn't know if it was a table that hit me, and I knew something had smacked me in the head. And I kept on telling my wife, I said, you know, I think a car hit me. I think the car hit me.
Then as Jared Cahall watched News 5 and rewatched the video again on WLWT.com, he knew.
I seen the video tonight, and I'm like, wow, it was the car.
Watch as the van slams through the Westchester Taco Bell. Jared Cahall didn't have time to duck the shards of glass. He couldn't even comprehend it was a van that had smashed through the wall.
When I fell to the floor, I kind of looked up, and the engine was still running. And you could, you know how when the car's running, the tire's spinning, and all I could think was, I'm right in front of the car. If it grabs some traction, is it going to come after me?
After a battery of tests, x-rays, and a CAT scan, doctors told Jared he suffered a concussion and plenty of bruises.
A lady came up to me and she's like, "Sir, you got blood coming out your ear."
This teen returned to the exact booth he was sitting in this afternoon.
We both got up, we walked back here. We ran back here actually, and then we just dove behind this table right here, like sort of huddled back here. We were like, what the heck just happened? We were just freaking out. We called my mom.
Witnesses say the driver of the car crossed 4 lanes of 747 and Taco Bell's drive-thru before crashing into Todd Wilbur's Taco Bell.
Thank God that everybody's all right.
All right, but dazed and awfully sore.
You don't expect them things to happen eating at Taco Bell.
Now, the owner tells us that this drive-thru he hopes to open soon, but as you can see, it will be a little while for the dining hall. It will actually have to be the health department that okays that portion of this restaurant to reopen. Now, Jared was clearly taken to the hospital. The woman that you saw in orange in that video, he said he talked with her a little bit and she suffered quite a few cuts. And another person taken to the hospital, the driver of the car, we're told that she is expected to be okay. However, police are not telling us just yet exactly what caused her to lose control of that vehicle. Reporting live in Westchester, I'm Laura Borchers, WL.
Owners of a Chicago area beauty salon say it's lucky no one was killed when the car you're about to see slammed into their store. Police in Wilmette say the 83-year-old driver hit the gas instead of the brake and then came through the reception area. One worker was pinned by the vehicle. About 30 people were inside the salon at the time, but no one was seriously hurt.
Alarming video of a car smashing through the front of a busy grocery store, scattering shoppers and their children. Everyone survived, but the driver repeated a mistake we examined here last Friday. She stepped on the gas pedal thinking it was the brake, and there's a question tonight: how much was her age a factor? Here's ABC's Lisa Stark.
In an instant, chaos as a driver slams into a Florida supermarket at 50 miles an hour. 76-year-old Thelma Wagenhofer hit her gas pedal instead of the brake. Watch again. Right in her path, a baby and dozens of shoppers.
Oh my God, the car just came through the... Oh my God. You said the driver's okay, correct? Yes, ma'am, but there's a person pinned under the car.
Shoppers ran to the 2,000-pound car and lifted it to get the man trapped underneath out.
A crane couldn't have lifted up any quicker.
Amazingly, no one died. The baby, 3 months old, suffered just a bump on the head. A recent government study found gas pedal accidents like these are much more common in drivers older than 76. Doctors think the part of the brain responsible for driving is not as sharp in older adults. In Santa Monica, an elderly driver plowed into a busy farmer's market, killing 10. This driver was also on the accelerator, but in the wrong gear when he rolled over a police car. AAA says all older drivers can and should test their driving skills. They have a new online test to help any driver do just that.
It looks at 8 different functional abilities related to safe driving.
79-year-old Sydney Levy agreed to take it. The test measures include vision, reaction time, memory. Can you match partial shapes with possible road hazards? Levy could not, meaning he may fail to recognize an object, such as a bike or person.
All seniors should take this and see how they're doing.
A simple test that may spot problems before a disaster like this. Lisa Stark, ABC News, Washington.
Adrian Paparazzi.
Adrian?
Hey, yo.
Listen, why didn't you reply to my Tupperware party invite? Look at that.
Hog.
Yo.
That's a yog, isn't it?
I think... Whoa, bro. Oh my God. I can't believe it.
Are you guys alright? Is everyone okay?
can't believe
Holy sh! Are you guys alright? Is everyone okay? Are you alright? Is everyone okay?
I'm alright.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.